Good morning. I'm the Reverend Jacqueline Sheldon from St. Paul's Episcopal Church at 220 Valley Street in Willimantic. And as always, I'm grateful to be with you. Welcome to our third Sunday in Lent. Let's begin with a prayer. Holy and gracious God, we are so profoundly grateful that you desire to be friends with us. Help us this morning as we listen to your word and the thoughts of others, that we might be blessed to draw even closer and deeper in friendship with you, that we may love you and know your joy all the days of our lives. Amen. Our reading this morning comes from Luke's Gospel, the 13th chapter, verses 1 through 9. Some who were present on that occasion told Jesus about the Galileans whom Pilate had killed while they were offering sacrifices. He replied, "Do you think the suffering of these Galileans proves that they were more sinful than all the other Galileans? No, I tell you, but unless you change your hearts and lives, you will die just as they did. What about those 18 people who were killed when the Tower of Siloam fell on them? Do you think that they were more guilty of wrongdoing than anyone else who lives in Jerusalem? No, I tell you, but unless you change your hearts and lives, you will die just as they did." Jesus told this parable. A man owned a fig tree planted in his vineyard. He came looking for fruit on it and found none. He said to his gardener, "Look, I've come looking for fruit on this fig tree for the past 3 years, and I've never found any. Cut it down. Why should it continue to deplete the soil's nutrients?" The gardener responded, "Lord, give it 1 more year, and I will dig around it and give it fertilizer. Maybe it will produce fruit next year. If not, then you can cut it down." The Gospel of the Lord. Amen. I want to read you this little commentary that I found in one of my Bibles because it's so perfect for this parable that I mean, this whole story, actually, not just the parable, but the whole piece we have here, that I think that I couldn't say it any better. So here's what the commentary said. It is human nature to speculate that if bad things happen to people, it's because they've done something wrong and are being punished for it. Jesus discusses tragedy that is caused by humans and tragedy that occurs naturally or accidentally, what insurance companies might call an act of God. And he swiftly dismisses this whole way of thinking. The Galileans Pilate murdered were not more terrible people than other Galileans. The 18 who died when the Tower of Siloam collapsed were not more guilty than any other citizens in Jerusalem. God had not cooked up any special plans to wipe out all these people. What is true, according to Jesus, is that anything can happen to anyone, but what is true, according to Jesus, is that anything can happen to anyone, but because that is the nature of the world we live in. It may happen from an intruder's gun or a hurricane or the growth of a tumor. People die on this planet precisely because they are people, and that is how the planet works. Given this, it is better to get things right with God and others sooner rather than later. Jesus softens this harsh reality with a parable about the fig tree. It has never produced any fruit, so its owner wants to destroy it. But the man who works the vineyard insists on giving the tree another chance. He will continue to help it live and grow and be what it's meant to be. God is a God of grace. God does not give up on anyone's life. The Holy One keeps working to make people whole. We may die at any moment. In the meantime, God keeps at it, giving us more time, more chances, offering us years of opportunities, lavishing His Spirit and His love upon us. After all, it's not this world that is the God we worship. It is the Lord of heaven and earth who is God, and it is to Him alone that we bend our knee and give the worship we offer. We give it to no one and nothing else. Amen. Isn't that an amazing thought? I want to ask another question, though, with that thought in mind, which is so powerful. I want to ask, what condition is Jesus talking about? What state are the Galileans and the 18 at the tower in when they died? That unless, as Jesus says, they turn and change their hearts and their lives, they will be in the same situation. When you think about it, at this moment in his life, he is surrounded by all sorts of terrible threats that could get him killed at any minute. What state of being is Jesus in? Well, what do you think of this idea? Jesus is in a deeply intimate relationship with God. God talks to him and empowers him to bring light and love and healing and hope and true life wherever he goes. With the humble and faithful heart of the gardener tending the fig tree, Jesus cares for those who are not yet bearing fruit. Live or die, Jesus has the joy of working with God to bring life-giving love into the world. He has the joy of being friends with God. Perhaps those killed with their sacrifices at the temple and those killed by the Tower at Siloam were doing what they were supposed to do by the rules, but maybe they were missing a great friendship with God. The 4th century Bishop Gregory of Nyssa offers this idea about the conditions we should strive to be in while we're here on earth. He says, "This is true perfection, not to avoid the wicked life because like slaves in a cringing manner we fear punishment, nor to do good because we hope for rewards, as if cashing in on the virtuous life by some business-like arrangement. On the contrary, disregarding all those things for which we hope and which have been reserved by promise, we regard falling from God's friendship as the only thing dreadful. And we consider becoming God's friend the only thing worthy of honor and desire. This, as I have said, is the perfection of life. That we regard falling from God's friendship as the only dreadful thing, and we consider becoming God's friends the only thing worthy of honor and desire." Is there anywhere in your life where you might be blocking the growth of your friendship with God? Is there anywhere God is seeking to tend your life like the gardener, where you might be refusing God's care? Is there anywhere in your life where you think you might be called to bear more fruit of the Spirit, more love, more joy, more peace, more patience, more kindness, more generosity, more faithfulness, gentleness, or maybe more self-control? Are there any places in your life where it's hard for you to trust in the friendship of God to help you do what's good, or it's hard to trust that God is holding you and helping you to have all that you need at this moment? I want to invite you to try this exercise. It's called the receiving and releasing exercise. The way you do it is you just settle down and get comfortable in your seat, and you start to follow your breath. And when you breathe in, start thinking of the word receive on every in-breath. And then just focus on that for a little bit. And then shift over to your out-breath. And every time you breathe out, think of the word release. And do that for a few times. So then put them together and start with breathing in, receive, and breathing out, release. Breathing in, receive, breathing out, release. This sets us in the tone for being with our friend God. Now, imagine what you might be receiving from God, and imagine what you might be releasing from God. So as you receive in the love of God, and when you release out whatever you're struggling with. Receiving in on the in-breath, releasing on the out-breath. Now imagine that your friend God is the gardener who's tending to your heart and giving you what you need so that you can bear the fruit that God is calling you as his friend to bear in the world today. After a while, the words release receive and release may change. So for an example, your in-breath word may change to the word trust. So each time you breathe in trust. And each time you exhale, you release fear. So that you're building your friendship with God by breathing in God's trust, trusting in God, and by releasing anything that you fear about not being close to God. And you let God, the gardener, tending to you, heal whatever it is that's of concern for you. I truly believe Jesus came to show us how to be in a deeply intimate friendship with God. To be true friends with God is the best condition we could ever be in, no matter what happens. I want to invite you to try our breath practice of receiving and releasing while you listen to the music of Draw Me Near by Shane and Shane. Have a great week. Amen.
Draw me close to you. Never let me go. I lay it all down again to hear you say that I'm your friend. You are my desire. No one else will do. 'Cause nothing else can take your place. To feel the warmth of your embrace. Help me find a way. Bring me back to you.